Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another RLH race here. We are with C5. We have 16 drivers, decent grid for now, and it seems like we have a wet start of the race for C5. I'll just confirm that for you guys as we wait for the first drivers to come out. Enable everything quickly. Yep, it is wet conditions. Everyone's on intermediate tyres, and I think Annoyed Gamer is the first driver out. No, it isn't. It's a Williams. Pui. We'll have a look where Pui is in the championship quickly. I know he's a very fast driver, being promoted from C6 up to C5. Let's have a look where he is in the C5 standings in the Euro Cup. He seems to be P9 with 50 points. I think he can easily jump up to that P4, P3 spot if he gets a win. Maybe even higher, P2 if he gets a win. Oh, as he goes through the barriers there, I don't know what's happened. Maybe struggling for grip on these new Inters. Behind him we have the Alpha Tauri of, I think it's Fifi. Fifi won the Constructors' Championship in the C5 last year. Very extremely experienced driver, so we'll see what he can do as we stay on board with Pui, as we'll go on board with him on his flying lap. Still struggling for grip is Pui. And I'll have a look at your comments quickly, as Pooh is just getting used to the track, ready to go on to his flying lap. Here comes Pooh now, starting his lap. Full throttle on the straight. He's going to be really careful into this turn one if he hasn't practiced. Has no idea what grip's going to be like. Nice then to do turn one there. Oh, he nearly lost it there, and luckily had ABS off so he could lock up and stop the car a little bit. Definitely lost around 4 or 5 tenths there, but it's only a banker lap, so that's fine. Staying in the high gears for now. Goes a little wide then, unfortunately invalidates. That's unlucky for him. What about Fifi? No, Fifi's far behind, but he is the second one on a flying lap, as the yellow flags for the Haas, I think, but he's fine now. Fifi hasn't invalidated yet, struggling for grip, and he's gone wide. Has he invalidated? Yes, he has. Unfortunate for Fifi. What about Annoyed Gamer? He's also invalidated. Skipper's on an out lap. Mercedes of Shack Attack is on a hot lap. He hasn't invalidated yet. Here comes Shaq. He needs to be really careful through here. Lots of drivers struggling for grip, invalidating lots of times, but he just keeps it within the track limits. Nicely done by the British driver there. Now deciding where to brake in these wet weather conditions. Little bit of a lock up there, I think, but fine for now for a banker lap. No one's yet set a time. I think Shaq will be the first one to set a time in the Mercedes. Oh, going very slowly through there, hasn't invalidated. Definitely lost a lot of time through there. Now rounding off the final corner. There's a yellow flag for Williams. We'll have a look at that. I think it might be Sinful. No, it's not Sinful. It's Pui. But he's back up and running again. That's good. Shaq just rounds the finish line. He does a 141.1. Nice lap. Zabiaka does wait a second. Yeah, 142.7. Milo 143.6, and Spritz 145.8. Haas does a 143.5. Another Haas, seems like Gonçalves, does a 142.8. Nice lap from him. What about Pui? Pui's invalidated. He's Sinful on the lap. Sinful is on a flying lap. A new driver, of course, in C5. Sinful does a 144.2, so not bad for his first run in C5. Let's have a look at the Ferrari. They're on out laps. We'll follow Jones on the out lap. Hopefully he doesn't spin. Nicely done to turn 1. A bit slidey through there. Zabiaka does a 142. Octavia does a 143.1. Nice lap from him. Yeah, Jones going quite easy on the traction there. Annoyed Game does a 142.0 just behind his British teammate. Oh, will he invalidate? Nope. Luckily he doesn't invalidate there. Now it's got a bit of traffic from Bruno grids there. Zabiaka does a fastest lap winner with a 141.4 in the racing point. Nice lap from the Dutch driver. Bruno grids gets out of the way nicely. Here he comes, Jones. Looks like a decent lap so far. In third gear, a bit easy on the throttle. There's an Alpha Tauri, I think, in front of him was Fifi. He gets out of the way nicely. Here comes now Jones round in the final corner. As Pui is starting, no, Pui's on an out lap now. Red Bull yellow flags, I think he's just getting out of the way. Dry race, by the way, according to Shaq. Jones does a 142.9, so right in the pack there in P5. What about Fifi? Fifi invalidated his first lap, now he's going for the second run. Taking turn 1 in third gear. Spritz in front of him, also on a hot lap. He's in 11th place. We're looking to improve on that 144.3, sorry. On 2 lap old inters. Here comes Spritz in sector 3. Race yellow flags for a racing point. So fun. Round in the final corner, Spritz, can he improve on his 144.3 in P11? I'm sure he can. He crosses the line now. He does a 5/10 improvement. He goes into P9. Nice lap from the Alfa Romeo driver there. Haas is just rounding off his lap. He's improved by 3/10 so far. So he could be in that. Could be up into P6, P5. Haas goes P5 with a 142.9. Nice lap for him. Shaq is on an out lap, and Wickham is in the pits. Zabiaka's in the pits. What about I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, sorry. Goncalves or Gonçalves. We'll go with Gonçalves for now. He wants to improve, maybe get provisional pole from Shaq. Only a little bit of difference between two drivers. As Bruno Grid sets the time, he does a 142.3. Nice lap from the Red Bull driver, who'll be happy to set a lap in this qualification session. Pui, Cosmo and Maverick haven't yet set a lap. They'll be looking to set a lap quickly. Oh, nearly a spin there. Not quite though. I don't know if he'll be able to improve on his time against Zabiaka. He's done a 141.426. Spritz still not going into the pits on those 3 lap old inters, I think. Oh, and Gone Carvers decides to go into the pits. Spritz is going on another lap, I think. Yeah, he must be. But he's on 4 lap old inters, so we'll see if he can still improve. As Puri crosses the line, he goes pole. Of course, he's a very good driver. He does a 141.1. He'll be very, very happy with that time. I think that's Shaq just starting a lap. Spritz is improving just marginally. We'll go on board with Shaq for his lap, trying to improve on pole, but he's had a bit of it. Oh, it was a bit loose, going all over the place. Is Shaq? He steadies the car for now. That's nice by Shaq there. What about Spritz? We're still on board with him. He's improved just marginally again. Yeah, nice short shifting by Spritz, keeping it nice and steady. Looking to get in the middle of the pack. He's improving by a bit less than 3 tenths to 2.5 tenths improvement. But he really need to go into the pits after this for sure. As mileage is starting a lap, we'll stay on board with Spritz. He's behind him, Cosmo's teammate. Is he on the flying lap as well? He is. He'll be trying not to get held up by his teammate here. That's both drivers crossing the line. We'll see what Spritz can do. Spritz does he goes P12 and Cosmo is in P6 with 142.2. What a lap from the Romanian driver there. Spritz gets out the way nicely. I think Cosmo's on another flyer. I think Spritz maybe held up Cosmo a bit there, but I don't think he minds too much. Cosmo, he'll go for another one. I think Shaq is just crossing the line now. Oh, but he's up by 3 seconds. What about Octavia? Hop on board with Octavia for a bit. Is Maverick just finishing off his lap? No, he's not. Milo's on a hot lap, taking it steady through here. Milo's in P3, I think, in the standing, so he's having a nice season so far. Building up from his last season in C5, taking the experience he needs and taking it further. Here he comes now, Milo. Milo crosses the line. Will he be able to improve? Surely he can. He does a 142.3, goes into P8. Nice lap from the Dutch driver. Is there a racing point we can follow? I don't think so. Zabiaka does pole, 140.6. Nice lap from Zabiaka there. We know he's fast in wet conditions. Shaq was talking about how fast Zabiaka is. Annoyed Gamer's up on his time. Spritz is finally going into the pits. Cosmo goes into P5 with a 141.8. Nice lap again from Cosmo. I think he's going for another flyer. 3 flyers in a row maybe. Don't know. And we'll follow the Maverick for a bit. Oh, invalidates into turn 3 as Shaq does a 140.8. Unfortunate for the Maverick there. Oh, yeah, unfortunate. What about Jones M58? He is on a hot lap, improving by 1 whole second. So he can be well up into P6. What time does he get? He goes in P9, 142.3. What about the McLaren of Skipper? Skipper is a very experienced driver. And I think he's going on for another hot lap. We'll follow him through here. Taking it easy on the brakes. What about his teammate? His teammate is also going on a flyer. Stay on with Skipper. We'll find out the split soon. Hard to take this turn now. Yeah, at the 100-meter board in third gear. Now going into second. Stays in second. Puts the traction down. Full throttle. What's the split? Will he be up on this time? Surely. He's up by a tenth. So that'll put him in a bit higher. He'll be looking to improve a bit more though in this final sector. Skipper taking it nicely, but will he have an improvement on this time? We'll see. Here he comes now, rounding the final hairpin in second gear. Maybe should have gone into first there to get that extra rotation, but he doesn't. Skipper does a 142.9. He has improved, but sadly not enough to get in front of Octavio. His teammate is invalidated. What about Bruno Grids? No, he's not on a hot lap by the looks of things. What about Puri? Puri is on a hot lap. He'll be looking to snatch pole from Zabiaka in the racing point. Here comes the British driver, I think. Round in the final corner. Takes it nicely in third gear. Now putting the throttle down as quick as he can. Staying on the left to do a... He goes pole 140.3. Nice lap by Puri there. Incredible lap from the Williams driver. Is that the Haas on a hot lap? Improving by 1/10. I don't think it's enough to compete with Shaq though in P3. It is! Oh, it is! 140.5. The game told me wrong. So he is in P2. Nice lap from him. I think Spritz is on a lap on fresh inters now. With full ERS. Messed up turn one a little, but you might be able to recover. Was Mavericks retired from the session in the pits, I think. Yeah, he's in the pits. I think he's safe. Here he comes, our Spritz cutting that corner nicely. Not invalidating, but he's up by 5/10. That's quite unlucky for Spritz there. What about the Ferrari of Jones? Jones is on a hot lap, I think, with overtake enabled. Here he comes, he's run out of deployment for this lap. But he goes into P5 140.8 with the fastest sector 3, so he is looking quick. What about Milo or Skipper? Is that a Renault? No, it is a McLaren. A few drivers have already finished. So he's on their final laps. Is that a Williams? What about Puri? No, Puri's just starting a lap. As Spritz is retired on track. I don't know what's happened to Spritz. We'll go on board with Octavio to see what's happened to Spritz. I think Spritz is just pushing too hard and he lost it. Goncalves is going into the pits. What about Octavio? Octavio's still on the hot lap. Here comes Octavio now. Nicely done through this corner. Now running the final hairpin in second gear. Can he make an improvement on his time down in P14? He'll be looking to get a massive improvement. Can he get that? Can he not get that? He does. He goes into P9 142.0. Seems like an AlphaTauri of Fifi, but he's invalidated unfortunately. Is that Jones? Jones is invalidated as well. Very easy to invalidate in these conditions on this track. Yeah, Skipper's out. I think that could be it for our qualifying session. Yeah, that is it. That is it. So Puri takes pole with a 140.3, so 2/10 ahead of Goncalves. Very nice lap from him. Goncalves is a 140.5. Zabiaka quite close behind, 140.6. I think Shaq could have done a bit faster. He does a 140.8. But look at the gap between him and Jones. Extremely close gap. Cosmo does a 141.8. Has 141.9. Annoyed Gamer does a 142.0. Octavio does a 142.0. And the Maverick does a 142.2. That's it for our top 10. I'll tell you guys the rest later. Obviously not much strategy involved. It's just put on the dry tyres and go. Hello Lucas. Lucas has joined our chat. Sin for the new driver. Unfortunately, he is last, but I'm sure he can gain some pace later on. Yeah. Spritz unfortunately didn't have the best of qualifying sessions. As we continue now to the race. Just waiting for the drivers to load into their positions. Milo says he invalidated twice at the same point with 4/10. Milo is down in 12, so he could have definitely gone up there into P7 or P6. That's unlucky for him. Very unlucky for him. Still haven't loaded in yet. 5 seconds to go. Here we go now, ready for the race. Dry race, of course. Everyone will be pushing to the limits, unlike the C1 race that we saw yesterday with a wet start. Everyone picking their strategies. Soft to hards maybe. Maybe soft, medium, medium. Or maybe medium to hard, whatever these people pick. Right, here we go. Puri takes pole. Goncalves P2, Zabiaka P3, Shaq P4, James P5, Cosmo P6, Hurst P7. Let's have a look at, let's enable everything quickly. Tires. There we go. Hurst P7, Annoyed P8 on the softs. Goncalves decides to go on the hards. Octavia P9, Maverick P10 also decides to go onto the hards. Bruno P11, and the rest are all on mediums. Milo, Fifi, Skipper, Spritz. We'll be looking to have a nice start. Of course, we know he's a clean driver that can make it through early on. And Sinful takes that last position in P16. Oh. Power sliding through there is Puri. Really trying to warm up his tyres. I'm thinking Goncalves will be a bit slow at the start. He might drop down a bit, but he can recover towards the end of the race. Because Puri's just slow down a little bit. Cosmo's in a nice position in P6. That's nice from the Alfa Romeo driver. We've got some support from Louis. Forza 2 Gus. I'm not sure who he is, but anyway, support for someone. Two CDR boys sandwiching the Maverick, the Greek driver, in P10 on the hard tyres in the Ferrari. Ready to go now. Gaps forming, closing up. Puri taking it really slowly. Nearly ready. Skipper and Fifi have touched, I think, and they're both disqualified from the session. Unfortunate. They'll have a bit of cold tyres on the start, but not too much. Zabiaka 77 temperature of tyres, yes, love that. Nice joke from Zabiaka there. See what kind of start he can get on those cold tyres. But here we go, ready. for the lights if the Codemasters decide to give me a good view. Yeah, still haven't got a good view. Yeah, 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go here at the Paul Ricard track here in France. Looks like a good start from Pui, very good start from Pui. Codemaster screwing me up, but here comes, I think it's Shaq. Yeah, here comes Shaq onto the left of Pui. Does he get the move done? Oh, bit of contact between Zabiak. Let's see the Ferrari flying off. Does Shaq make the move on Pui? Round the outside, he does make the move. What a move by Shaq there in the Mercedes. We'll look down the grid a bit. Seems like a bit of fighting between Maverick and Fifi. Maverick has the advantage here. Codemaster's still screwing up my tables, but Fifi's not gonna let that position go easily. Side by side now, Fifi and Maverick, both using overtake, defending as hard as they can. Bit of contact as well there. Here he comes Fifi. Evil Master proud of Shaq there in the Mercedes. Fifi, will he get the move done? No, Maverick not defending easily. As Spritz goes down behind, Annoyed Gamer in the soft tyres, and Ligford Spritz there. Maverick finally makes a move and ends the battle here between these two drivers. For now. What about Jones on the back of Hurst? Can Hurst take advantage of Cosmo going wide there? No, not for now. Skipper and Octavio on the back of Milo. Yeah, so Shaq getting a nice move done on Pui at the start there. But Pui is gaining quite a lot. We'll stay on board with Pui for a bit here. Have a look at position changes quickly. Shaq does the fastest lap of the race, of course. No penalties. Position changes. Fifi is in front of Maverick again. Fifi gained the position back. What about Bruno on the back of Maverick, taking advantage of that on his soft tyres with overtake? Here comes Bruno on the right of Maverick. Will he get the move done? No, Maverick brakes later than him. It seems like Fifi has gained the most positions. Well done to him. Annoyed Game has lost the most, back down 6 positions from where he was in P8. What? Pui now on Shaq. Shaq is swerving, Pui swerving. Shaq trying to lose Pui in his DRS. I don't think Pui can make the move yet. What about Bruno on the back of Maverick? No move sticking for them yet. Milo maybe? Milo does decide to go for it, but he backs out. That was quite close between both drivers. Oh, bit of fighting here. Here comes Annoyed onto Skipper. Who's going to win here? It seems like Annoyed Gamer backs out of here. It's Milo and Octavio fighting. Milo gets the move done on Octavio, Cosmo and Hurst. Lots of nice battling going on here, all clean as well, nice to see. Cosmo, oh, he was really desperately trying to go left there. Milo and Octavio still fighting. And Cosmo has to concede the position to the Turkish driver Hurst there. Have a look at Bruno. Oh, Milo's had a spin. Was that Skipper? Oh, I don't know what happened there. Well, they're back on track now. That's good to see. Sinful getting the move on Spritz. Spritz is in P15. Bruno is in P16. What about Annoyed Gamer on Skipper? Lots of battles here. Maybe Skipper going for the move on Octavio. Dutchman decides to leave it for now. Jones on Cosmo. Jones goes for the switchback on Cosmo. Will Jones get the move on Cosmo? Cosmo has to let go. What about Fifi now taking advantage of that? And Cosmo goes extremely wide. It's all going down for Cosmo. Unfortunately, at the start of this race, he had a brilliant quali. But Cosmo's still in P7 for now. Will he go for the move on Jones in P6? No, he doesn't. He decides not to. As Spritz gets in front of Sinful. Yeah, nice move by Spritz. Oh, lots of position changes. What's going on here? Octavio gets in front of Milo. Annoyed gets in front of Milo, sorry. Maybe in front of Octavia now as well. On those soft tyres. Soft versus soft. Skipper on the back of his teammate. Not just yet. What about Pui now on the back of Shaq? In the Mercedes. Will he go for the move on this straight? Of course, DRS enabled now in the 3rd lap of this race. He's got the better exit in the Williams. Using overtake, using DRS. I think this will be a nice move for Puri. But no, Shaq has better straight line speed and he's using more overtake. Yeah, Puri just can't make the move. Nice defending from Shaq there, but he needs to be careful. His ERS is already on 50%. Octavia now has DRS. Octavia has only, they're both on equal ERS basically. No, go for the move. No, Octavia does some nice defending. Oh, sector 1 yellow flags. Who's this? Skipper. Skipper's gone down. Unfortunate for Skipper. Is Pooh still on the back of Shaq? Yes, he is. He's got DRS, so he is gaining. Shaq is, I see he's swerving a lot. Pooh has to back off a little bit. Into 4th, now back into 3rd. Spritz get a 3-second time penalty. Can Sinful make the move on Spritz? Fifi and Cosmo are battling. Oh, Fifi's gone very wide into the turn 9 barriers. Can Cosmo take advantage of this with overtake both Romanian drivers fighting quite desperately? Let's see if Cosmo can make the move on the AlphaTauri. Really nice racing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's a big crash. Cosmo's gone into the barriers due to Fifi, maybe due to his fault. And it's a virtual safety car. Really gutted for Cosmo there. I'm surprised it's not a safety car actually. Really lucky for Cosmo. Had excellent quality, not the best of races. I think he battled a bit too hard with Fifi. Maybe Fifi pushed him, we don't know yet. Unlucky for Cosmo. Can we have some predictions in the chat please? About podiums, etc. Can Pooh get a better restart instead of Shaq? It is green flags now. As Annoyed Gamer goes into pit, so does Milo. Maybe damage to both of them? I don't know, we'll have to see. No damage, they've gone to the hards. Maybe taking advantage of that VSC, but the VSC didn't last for long, so I don't think they were able to. Now a gap starting to form between all the drivers, but Bruno's really gaining on the back of Sinful. Not as much as I thought yet. Seems like Spritz is the winner here on those medium tyres, as he gained some positions, although he has got a time penalty. He has gained 5 positions, so is Sinful, and Fifi has gained 6 positions. He might get a penalty due to that battle with Cosmo though, which caused him to retire. Cosmo won't be happy at all. Here comes Bruno on the back of Sinful on those soft tyres. He'll have a better grip into this corner here. Does Bruno make the move onto the Williams? No, Sinful is defending quite hard. What about on the switchback? He has the better grip, the better traction with overtake. Bruno, will the Portuguese driver make the move around the outside of Sinful? No, oh, sorry. Sinful isn't giving up just yet. Even closing onto Daddy Spritzer has gone a bit wide. And Bruno has to concede the position. Nice defending by the Latvian driver. Oh, here comes Spritzer's gone a bit loosey-goosey through there. Sinful really on the gearbox of Spritz now. So we'll have a look at Pui in the bit he has gained on Shaq again after that VSC. But here comes Bruno. He's had much better traction than Sinful in the Williams, but his red light is flashing. So can Sinful take advantage of that? No, not just yet. I think he's backed off. But Bruno really on the gearbox of Spritz now. He'll be looking to get past the British driver who is holding him up quite some bit now. Not just yet though for Bruno. Yeah, just taking it a bit easy there, not wanting to take any risks, not wanting to be like Cosmo, who unfortunately had an incident with the AlphaTauri of Fifi. Here he comes now, Bruno, with overtake. Not using overtake now because he doesn't have that much actually. Spritz has the advantage using overtake. Nicely done by Spritz, nice defending. I don't think he'll be able to make the move, no, not just yet. What about Pui on the back of Shaq? Yeah, a bit far away for now. What gaps are there? Bruno on the back of Spritz again. Having a little peak on the right, but oh, nearly sliding there as well. Yeah, has Pui gained? Onto the DRS straight with DRS. Has plenty of overtake to use. Sector 2 yellow flags. I think that's a red with Bruno. No, not Bruno. Octavio has spun off. Unfortunately, the whole group of Spritz Bruno will go past him. Yeah, he's letting everyone pass. Nice sportsmanship from him. As Goncalves has the fastest lap of the race. Another yellow flag. Oh no, it's all sorted now. It's all sorted. That's good to see. Nice sportsmanship from Octavio. Oh, sorry, Bruno, I mean. Hui on Shaq, really gaining out. Still can't make the move. British driver really fighting nicely. Still on 50% ERS, but Pu's on full. Maybe he'll make the move soon. As Jones gets past Hurst in the Haas. Will Hurst go for the switchback? No, not just yet. He's a bit short. What about Bruno on Spritz? Now Bruno can make the move. He is able to make the move with overtake. He's on 0% overtake now. Spritz really defending hard. So is Bruno going for the attack. Nicely defended by Spritz here. Spritz is on the inside and he defends the position. Nice there. Can Sinful take advantage of this battling? Maybe he can, but he's deciding not to use his overtake. As Bruno's swerving all over the place. His red light is flashing and he's on exactly 0% ERS, which means Sinful. What a move by Sinful around the outside. The skipper's gone into barriers. Oh, is that a safety car? It is a safety car. Oh, I just caught that in time. So unfortunate for the Dutch driver there. So will strategy come into play now? Unfortunately, the leaders have jumped the pits. I think that's it. AlphaTauri is first to Fifi, who's gone to the pits. Have a look at tyres. I think Skipper just not used to dirty air and he just spun the car. Of course, it's very easy to slide through that. He's gone to the Inters. What the hell? Fifi has gone onto the Inters. He's had a nightmare there. That is so unlucky for Fifi. I think his pit crew put the wrong tyres on, or he accidentally changed it to Inters. That's so unlucky for Fifi. He will be fuming right now, and he's got a time penalty. Yeah, Bruno, Spritz, Octavio, the whole gang has gone onto the hard tyres. Milo pits for some fresh mediums. And so now all the packages of course jump together as Skipper and Cosmo have both had unlucky incidents. Unfortunate for them as Cosmo leaves the session. McLaren's not looking good. Milo's in last place but he's on mediums. Fifi, I'm really gutted for Fifi. It'll be a very long drive for him back to the pits. On those Inters, not the best race for him so far. As Shaq and Pui do go into the pits, maybe they lose some positions because they missed the pit entry just as the safety car came out due to Skipper. Here comes Shaq on some fresh hards. Pui probably going to the fresh hards as well, of course. Same with Zabiaka. Yeah, fresh hards. And Zabiaka is fresh hards as well. Fifi definitely pitting this lap. I don't think he wants to stay on these Inters for long. Yeah, here he comes into the pits. Really unfortunate for the Romanian driver. Very big gap, so I think the safety car will stay out for 1 or 2 more laps at least. Goncalves has now taken the provisional lead of this race. Jones is P2. Haas is in a podium position. Let's have a look at position changes. Sinful, we saw a nice move from him around the outside. So he's gained 8 positions. So spectacular drive from him. What about Spritz? He's gained 5 positions. Time penalties wise, Spritz has got 3. Fifi's got 6. Fifi now finally on the right tyres, on the hard tyres. It's all going good. Now Milo pits again. Why is Milo pitting again? Oh, it's gone on to hards. 3 lap old hards. I don't know what's going on with Milo here. Seems to have pitted again after the safety car. maybe getting his mandatory pit stop out the way and then carrying on with the race. As we look at the Red Bull of Bruno just catching up to the pack here on those hard tyres. But Shaq and Pui, I think, still have the 1-2 position for now. Maybe Bruno also has a chance. Spritz is in a very good position in this race for now. Safety car will be in the next lap, I'm sure. Oh, very close between Spritz and Bruno, trying not to get a penalty, as the game gives out 5 seconds penalties really easily if you have a touch during safety car period. Milo right at the back of the pack, pushing to get to the pack, hoping that the safety car doesn't go without him. Now the hard tyre people will have to warm up their tyres quite a lot. Not an easy tyre to warm up. I think there's some Cosmo is not he's quite angry on Fifi in the C5 chat, but I'm sure these incidents happen. This is just racing, so unfortunate for Cosmo, but it is what it is. I think Fifi taking the blame for that incident there on the straight. Wait to see if Jones then can get the better start on Goncalves. Goncalves, we'll see when he decides to push. I'm sure the safety car is in this lap. I think Milo can even get to the pack now. Jones just waiting for the perfect point to go for the full throttle and just get past Goncalves, maybe get a better start than him. So when will Goncalves decide to go for the push? The safety car is not coming in this lap, unfortunately, so I was wrong. I think it's waiting for Milo to back up to the pack, so we're gonna have to wait for one lap more, unfortunately. Sinful's gone into the pits for some reason. Why has Sinful gone into the pits? I have no idea. I think he's just going to put on some hards and then carry on with the rest of his race. Yeah, he is. I don't know if that's a good decision from Sinful, but it is what it is. And we have to wait one more lap now for the safety car to come in. So since we are rating, I'll have a look at the Drivers' Championship and how it looked like in a bit. As what's happening here? Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at standings. Shaq does currently lead with Shaq is basically leading this race so far, so he'll get an extra points there, a boost. Pui, this is very good for him. If he finishes in P2, he'll be up by, he's in P9 right now, he'll be way up, he'll be into P4, P3. And safety car is in this lap, we've got confirmation. So finally the safety car is in this lap. Yeah, all drivers just warming up their tyres. Spritz is now in P9. I think he's the highest gainer. Yes, he is. He's up 6 positions. But so is Maverick. Okay, I think we're ready to go now. I should probably go on board with Goncalves. So he decides to push now. Jones doesn't get the best of starts. He's not even within 1 second. That's unfortunate for him. He has the smallest gap. Pui on the back of Shaq, but he's also a bit too far away, so I don't think anyone's going to go for the move just yet. As Codemasters tells me that the pit window is open for the soft strategy. Well, look at Shaq on Maverick on the 3-lap old hard, so he'll have the advantage tyre wise. But Pui also right behind Shaq. You'll need to be aware of this. They're all on equal ERS now, so ERS is not a factor just yet. Yeah, not for now. No one can make the move for now. What about Noid game on Fifi? Will the Mercedes driver get the move onto Fifi? Fifi sticks it round the outside, he defends. But what about Annoyed Gamer going for the switchback? He has overtake on the gearbox of Fifi, on the left of Fifi, and he does get the move on Fifi. Nice move by the British driver of Annoyed Gamer. What about Shack Attack on Maverick? No, not just yet. Oh, maybe. Up the inside. Nah, Shack Attack's not that desperate for now. Zabiak on Pui on Shack. No, nothing to look here. Pui on Shack Attack. Still a bit far away. Can Bruno get a nice exit? No, unfortunately not the best of exits. So I don't think you're making the move. Shaq has pit windows open for the medium one-stop strategy. Octavia gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Here comes Shaq now down the inside of Maverick. Maverick is not giving up the position easily, even though he's on a different strategy. Here comes Shaq. And will he be able to make the switch back, cutting this corner on the left here to get the best run down on the straight? I think he's a bit too far away to make the move just yet. Pui, a bit too far away. Yeah. Well, but look at Pui, he's had a nice run through here, nice slipstream. But he's deciding not to use overtake. Maybe send it up the inside of him, or the outside in this braking zone. No, he decides to back off a bit. But here comes Shaq on Maverick. Shaq going round the outside. Maverick is really defending hard here. Maverick has a little bit of a loose moment. Can Puri take advantage of this and get past the Ferrari driver? As Shaq gets a 3-second time penalty, he does. What about the racing point of Zabiaka taking advantage of this? Not just yet. Maybe gets a good run to this final hairpin. Yeah, not enough to get past Maverick, but fortunately Maverick losing 2 positions in one. Puri a bit too far away to get in front of Shaq for now. Into turn 1. Fifi on the back of Annoyed Gamer. The AlphaTauri driver, no, he can't make the move. Annoyed sixed it round the outside as Fifi has gone into the wall. I don't think he's got any damage, but he just lost it trying to go for the move on Annoyed Gamer. As Zabiak gets in front of the Maverick. So the Maverick losing a lot of positions now on these hard tyres, also locking up a bit. Here's Spritz trying to get on this train as well. TRS is now enabled. Bruno really closing in on Maverick. Yeah, really has a straight line speed in his setup. Oh, he backs off a bit. Does this allow Daddy Spritz to come in? He's a bit too far away. And he has gone a bit deep with that lockup. Bruno trying to go for the dive on Maverick, but can't make it stick. Oh, Bruno's gone very wide. Nearly going in the pits there. This allows his Portuguese teammate to get on the back of it. Oh, look at Annoyed shunting Octavio and get the move done. And this allows Milo to get a nice run on him with the overtake, as I think Shaq gets past Hus SRC. Bruno a bit too far to make the move. Can Milo make the move on Octavio? Yes, he does get the move done. Nice move from the Dutch driver. Hus is quite close to Shaq to get the move done again, as Pui wants to get the move past Hus to get back onto Shaq and fight for the lead. But he is getting quite held up by the Turkish driver of Hus here. Here he comes now, Pui with the ERS advantage. Has only a 6% ERS and he is like a sitting duck on the straight. Nice move by Pui. It was closer now. We'll stay with Pui. Well, I think he's a bit too far away yet. What about Octavio and Milo? Oh, Zabiak on the back of Hus. He's also looking to make the move on Hus. Hus on those 40-lap old mediums. He needs to be really careful now. I think he's going to pit now. I think it's time to pit for him. Oh, what about Pui on Shaq? Maybe he'll go for the move on the straight. Shaq doesn't have DRS, of course. Oh, Hus goes into the pits. Hus decides to go into the pits like I said. Here comes Spritz on the back of Maverick. He's got a nice run through here. Maverick doesn't have DRS. Spritz has... Oh no, he does have DRS. My bad, sorry. Spritz using overtake, but Pui on the back of Shaq. No, not just yet. Spritz. He's backed off a little, it seems like. But very close to Maverick, nearly causing him to spin. That was very close between the both sister teams. Oh, look. Oh, Spritz, I think, really being aggressive here. Really wanted to get this P6 position on those fresh hards, making use of his fresh hards, but not just yet. He needs to stay back a little. Annoyed on the back of Spritz now, taking advantage of this battle. On those mediums, I think he'll make the move here. Both have DRS, but Annoyed deciding not to use overtake, maybe using it at burst later on. No, still not using overtake. Will he go for the move? No, not just yet, as Milo gets past Bruno grids. Nice move by Milo there. Oh, look at Pui on Shaq. He's gone for the early braking, going for the switchback, and Pui does get the move on Shaq. Oh, has he? Here comes the Mercedes driver down the inside of Pui. This is great battling between both lead drivers so far. Pui now has overtake. Round the outside of Shaq, but Shaq defending the inside nicely. Now into the hairpin. Shaq is first. Will Pui have DRS? He will have DRS, but Shaq also has DRS. Pui using overtake. Does Pui have DRS? No, he doesn't have DRS. Yeah, Pui doesn't have DRS, and so he can't make the move as he doesn't have the use of DRS. Here comes Annoyed Gamer onto Spritz, and Spritz has to give it to position to Annoyed Gamer. Pui on Shaq. Oh, look at Shaq. Oh no, Shaq's had a spin. We've seen so many drivers have a spin. Will he have an unsafe rejoin? No, not for now. He's let his teammate by. That is so unfortunate for Shaq. He was in such a good position. Even Spritz is closing onto Shaq now, but Spritz can't make the move stick onto Shaq. That's quite unfortunate for Shaq here. Zabiak gets past Pui. Sorry, I missed that. As FIFA does the fastest lap of the race, but Zabiak has got past Pui, which means he has provisional lead if I'm not wrong. Milo has had an impressive race so far, picking up no time penalties. As we'll have a look at the position changes. Evil Master, not very happy, knew he would do this without me, as unfortunately Shaq has spun. Still in a good position, but not as good as he was in before. Milo trying to get close. Zabiak on the back of Jones now. Zabiak's got a nice exit, has gone calves. Does a fastest lap of the race with a 1:33.4 in the Haas. And Zabiaka just get the move done. Nice move by Zabiaka. What about Puri? Puri's a bit too far away. Annoyed game on Maverick. Will he go for the move on the mediums? Yes, he does. But Maverick keeps it around the outside. He's a nice defender, as we've seen in his previous battles. Nice move by Annoyed Gamer. No, he hasn't yet made the move stick. Will Maverick defend this inside hard? He does defend it hard, but what a move by Annoyed Gamer. As Maverick blocks up a little, he makes a move around the outside. Can Shaq take advantage of this? He does. Bit of contact here. Can he slide the car through here and get it through? Get the move done on the straight using overtake already. Is Shaq attack? Not happy with his spin. He is closing in, but he's wasting a lot of his ERS. And he is going for the move. Maverick sticks it around the outside, still has a bit of a lockup, and Shaq gets the move done. Milo and Spritz are battling. Spritz gets the move back onto Milo. And so we're looking at Jones battling with Puri, as Puri is past Jones in the Ferrari. Stick with Milo on the back of Spritz for now. Milo is on 12 lap hards. Spritz is on 10 lap hards. As Jones decides to go into the pits. Here comes the Ferrari driver. Maverick is also going in the pits. No one else follows as far as I can see. And now I'm seeing no gaps, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay. Octavio on the back of Milo. Spritz in P6. What a race by Spritz so far. Haas gets past Maverick, of course, because he's pitted. Here comes Octavio. Milo's gone a bit wide. Octavio accidentally went to the first gear through there. Octavio, Milo has the ERS advantage using overtake, but Octavio has DRS and overtake, but I think just a touch too far on this occasion. Can't get past. Here comes Shaq on his teammate. I think Annoyed is letting past. Good sportsmanship by the Mercedes driver, of course, letting his teammate pass. Octavio on Milo, not just yet. We'll stick on board with Octavio though. Milo's gone a bit wide, not wide enough for Octavio to try for the move though. So right now, as things stand, I think Zabiaka has a provisional lead. Shaq could have been up there, but he had a little spin. Still in P3 for now, and Puri is into P2. I think Goncalves might pit, maybe he'll stay on the hards, but I think it'll be hard for him to retain his P1 then. Yeah, Octavio getting a bit loosey on the exit, but he is closing in on Milo at a rate of knots, but can't get the move done just yet. He will say he has to pit. He started on those. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, that's my bad. Goncalves just has to pit. Here comes Octavio on the back of Milo with overtake. He's gaining quite a lot. Will he make the move around the outside? He won't go for it just yet. I think Milo just broke a bit later than him on that occasion. His overtake still enabled, but he's not at the best of exits. Although he is still gaining, I think he'll go for the move on the main straight. Having said that, he is gaining quite a lot. Bit of a break there, bit of a lift. Annoyed Gamer is closing in on his teammate, still within 1 second of his teammate. Milo still has the ERS advantage so far. Yeah, Goncalves has gone into the pits now. So now Zabiaka does have P1. Does Octavio get a good exit on Milo? Milo's a bit far ahead still. Does Puri have wing damage? He's losing so much time. I'll have a look for you. He does have wing damage, you're right, on the right side. I think that's medium yellow wing damage maybe. Unfortunate for Pui. Jones is the fastest lap of the race with a 1:31.7. Because he's losing time, surely Shaq, if he doesn't have wing damage, which I don't think Shaq does, or does he? No, I don't think he does. He will be gaining massively on Pui through the corners. So, we'll see if he can get the move done on the main straight, or maybe after a couple of laps. But he's already gaining. Look, he's already in 6/10 of Pui. As we see Bruno on his teammate, trying to capitalise on this battle between Octavia and Milo de Held. A bit too far away on this occasion. I'll follow Shaq on the main straight soon, as he is gaining massively. Oh, battle between still the Red Bulls, but we'll look at Shaq. He'll be trying to get the best exit now through this last hairpin, and he does get a very good exit. Here comes Shaq now with DRS and ERS. Surely an easy move for the British driver on the Cyprus driver, I think, if I'm not wrong. And he does get the move done. Yeah, he does get the move done before the braking zone. Now Pui will try to keep his position from Annoyed Gamer, as he does get a 3-second time penalty. Zabiaka is still on no penalties. I'll check how many warnings he's on soon. Goncalves on the fresh softs with no warnings. He's looking in a very good position. Gets past Milo now with overtake. Will Milo try and defend the position? He can't actually. Goncalves has much more grip, and he tries to brake late, and he goes a bit wide. Let's see if he can get the move done on the Portuguese driver of Octavio. Here he comes now, trying to cut this left corner. Doesn't cut it that much with overtake DRS. Octavio will... No, he's not using overtake because he doesn't need the overtake. Goncalves gets a move done. Yeah, he does. Nice lap from him. Nice move by him. Sinful giving up the position to Jones. Of course, Sinful is on those old hard tyres. We'll look at Pui, who is still within 1 second of Shaq, so not losing too much time now that he gets used to the wing damage. Bruno is gaining on Milo. So 5 laps to go in this race, and this has been a very entertaining race to watch as Bruno gets another penalty. He's on 6 seconds now. Fifi not having the greatest of races, down 12 seconds on 6 seconds of time penalties. Unfortunately, the intermediate tyres incident as Goncalves gets in front of Daddy. Spritz in the Alfa Romeo, and Spritz has to concede the position. Pui is within 7/10 of Shaq, but still pushing his hardest to stay in that 1 second window. Maverick retired from the session. What's happened to Maverick? Let's look on board with Fifi. I think he's retired in the pits, hasn't he? Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. So maybe something happened to Maverick. Maybe I had to go. But just a yellow flag for now. Closest cap is Octavio on the back of Spritz. He has overtake. He has DRS. Will he go for the dive? No, not just yet. Backs off. Good decision. Bruno gets past. I'm sorry about that, Milo they held. But Milo's got a nice exit through here as Bruno goes a bit wide and goes onto the curb. Bruno's red light is flashing, which means he's less than 10% ERS. Milo has 33%. Goncalves is looking at a very good position, look. He is got no time penalties and is within 1 second of Annoyed Gamer. So he is looking like he might be able to snatch a podium if he keeps up this pace on those fresh softs. So well done to him. Well done to the Portuguese driver. He also got driver of the week 2 weeks ago, if I'm correct. So here comes Goncalves on Annoyed Gamer on those fresh softs. Annoyed Gamer doesn't put up much of a fight just yet on those 15 lap old mediums, trying not to spin. Spritz in 6 is looking like he's had a very good recovery from where he was. He was in P15 in quali, if I'm right. Yeah, P15 in quali. but he's gone up to P6, so very good race from him, even if he gets passed by Octavio in the Red Bull. Here comes Goncalves now on the back of Pui in the fresh softs. Pui just makes way for Goncalves. He's not putting up much of a fight. He knows that he'll get past him with no time penalties anyway. Octavio losing a bit on the exit, as we've seen many drivers do. Now Goncalves is trying to catch up with Shaq, and is he? I'm not sure, we can't tell for now, but just in that corner he gained 2 or 3 tenths, so he is gaining on Shaq. Maybe he can make the move for P2, although you already get P2 if he doesn't get another time penalty. Since there's no big gaps, I'll check how many warnings Goncalves is on quickly. He's got 1, 2, so he's on 2 warnings. He's on 2 warnings, so he has to be very careful not to get a penalty as Pui decides to go into the pits. He just wants to get rid of this wing damage, I guess, and go for the fresh shafts and go for the fastest lap. That's really lucky for Pui. Unfortunate for him, as Spritz gets another 3-second time penalty. I think he already had one, so he's now on 6 seconds. I think he'll lose a couple of positions because of that, maybe 1 position because of that. Goncalves has the closest gap on the back of Shaq. I think Shaq won't put up much of the fight. I think he has enough common sense not to put up a fight here. Here he comes now, the Portuguese driver. What a strategy by him, I have to admit. I think he's gained, well, he's gone down 1 position from where he was in quali, but he's had a nice strategy so far. Shaq keeps the position, he wants the pride, he wants that P2 on track. Look at stay on penalties. Pui gets another 3-second time penalty, really unfortunate for him. Oh, Spritz has had a bad exit. Here comes Octavio now. Can't make the move just yet. Spritz breaks a little later than him. Goncalves is a bit too far on Shaq just yet. Here comes Octavio with DRS and ERS. Spritz, they're both on about the same amount of ERS. I don't think Octavio will go for the dive. No, he won't. He will already gain the position anyway. What a drive from Zabiaka as well. I have to admit, he got past people, he overtook people very quickly, swiftly going through the pack, and he's just cruising away in P1 now. So well done to the Dutch Polish driver in P1. Here comes Goncalves on Shaq. Gets the move done. Getting P2 on track as well. What about Octavio? Can you make the move on Spritz now? He is closer than he was on the start-finish straight. He goes for the move. Spritz breaks later again. Will he go for the switchback, Octavio? Not just yet. But the 2 Red Bulls also looking good in P6 and 7. Nice points. Here comes Shaq now. Still wants that P2 on track. Zabiaka's from Finland. Oh, alright. Sorry about that. Well done from to Zabiaka from Finland. Here comes Shaq. Can't get the move done. Octavio can't get the move done. Spritz Jones is quite close to Milo with overtake and DRS. Nice move by Jones. Yeah, nice move by Jones. Pui gets past Huss. Nice move by Pui. And he gets the fastest lap that he wanted. So Pui is on the soft tyres, getting the fastest lap. Not getting the result he wanted for sure. He is not a very happy driver, as you can see by his race style, but it is what it is. Pui on the soft tyres, gets past his teammate easily. Yeah, he does. Spritz is having the race of his life. We'll stay on board with Zabiaka now on this final lap of the race. What a race from Zabiaka. Excellent strategy, excellent racecraft, and excellent pace. With no warning, with no penalties to his name as well. What a race from Zabiaka. He crosses the line now. Will he have any weaving? No weaving for now. Keeping it simple. Oh no, he does have some weaving. Yeah, there we go. Zabiaka wins the race in C5 in France. Goncalves comes P2. Shaq gets P3. Not the best race for him with that spin. I'm sure he could have had a much better race than this. Annoyed Gamer, his teammate, comes home in P4. Nice race for Annoyed Gamer. Spritz, he deserves my driver of the day in P6, but an excellent drive so far. Jones jumps Bruno in P7. Milo has gone P6. So what a race for Milo. Pui gets P10 with the fastest lap of the race. Huss gets P11. Pui gets P12 actually, sorry, with penalties. And unfortunately Fifi with a couple of incidents. A couple of wrong tyres from the pit crew. Has but props to him for staying in the race. You have to give it to him for that. As we'll stay on board with him until he finishes the race. Yeah, here he comes now. He won't be happy, but he'll be glad that he finished the race because he gets some points at least. And Fifi crosses the line in P13. I think Spritz will get driver of the day if I'm not wrong. He did an excellent drive. Yeah, he does. Nice race from him. And we'll see Zabiaka on the top step of the podium. And I'll go through the final results now. The Finnish driver, as Backert rightly said, sorry about that, in P1. Goncalves in P2, Shaq in P3, Annoyed Gamer in P4, Octavia in P5, Milo in P6, Spritz in P7, Jones in P8, Bruno, the Portuguese driver, in P9, a bit behind his teammate with penalties. Sinful, the Latvian driver, in P10. Nice race from him. Has P11. Pui P12. Unfortunate race for him with wing damage. Gets the fastest lap. Fifi, very unfortunate for him. Our DNF's skipper, we saw had a spin with dirty air. Cosmo had a crash with Fifi, and Maverick retired in the pits. So I hope you enjoyed my live stream, guys, and I hope you have a nice evening.